way ah, way ah, ya, oh, way ah.
Target number Alpha Delta 1008. Fire for effect. All rounds you got. Break. 6-digit grid is as follows. 4 9er Papa Alpha Romeo. 9er 24410. Enemy infantry in the town. Break.
This film depicts the events happening during Operation Cochise Green in the late spring of 1968. The North Vietnamese launched Phase 2 of their general offensive, known to the Allies as Mini Tet. Some of the most prolonged and vicious combat of the war opened on April 29th and lasted until about May 30th.
Bigfoot 26, Bigfoot 26, this is Bigfoot 16 Romeo, be advised, machine gun right side of village, pinning down 1-2, how copy, over?
Break.
Out.
Break. 1-6 and 2-6. Do not go into the villages. Being hammered by artillery fire. How copy? Over.
Bigfoot 6, Bigfoot 6, Bigfoot 26, I copy, over.
To understand the contents of this film, we must jump back earlier. The US intelligence sources estimated between February and May the North Vietnamese dispatched 50,000 men down the Ho Chi Minh Trail. This was to replace losses incurred during the earlier operation in the Tet holiday. During this time, the 173rd Airborne was dispersed all along Highway 19 in 2 Corps. They were rebuilding after their decimated losses during Operation MacArthur, Hill 875, and the Battle of Dak To. Experienced cadre were training the new recruits on jungle warfare and survival in the field. General Allen of the 173rd began the operation by targeting a busy People's Army of Vietnam supply route in the Vinh Ton Mountains, also known as the Oregon Trail. Intelligence suggested that the Pavan 3rd Division's command posts and elements of the 2nd and 22nd Regiments were in the area. Allen committed parts of the 2nd and 3rd Battalions, 503rd Infantry, plus an ARVN Battalion, and some Civilian Irregular Defense Group program soldiers.
You know the day destroys the night. Night provides the day. Let's go on, try to move. Bring on through to the other side. Bring on through to the other side. Bring on through. You want to move in? Go. Keep pushing. pushing! Keep pushing! Get up there! Get up there! Keep pushing! Too long! Go, Fuji! Get hold on! Stick it somewhere! Land! Yeah!
Bring on through to the other
Push
side.
left! Push left! Push left! 2-1! Push left! 2-1! Push left! Fuji, hold on. Let's get comfortable somewhere and get him going.
Let's go, Air Boys!
Oh, I wake up in the morning with my hair down in my eyes, and she says hi. And I stumble to the breakfast table while the kids are going off to school goodbye. And she reaches out and takes my hand, squeezes it, and says,
During the operation, paratroopers discovered and disarmed 125 traps, but inadvertently triggered an additional 300 that killed several men and left another 150 wounded.
warm my heart and see my morning sun. And if that's not loving me, then all I gotta say, oh, God didn't make little green apples, it don't rain in the night.
Between ambushes, sporadic contact, and traps, plus 2nd Battalion failing to locate the command post, the men returned to base for rest and refit.
Mother Goose is no nursery rhyme. God didn't make little green apples, and it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. And when myself is feeling low, I think about her face aglow to ease my mind.
Though the 173rd Airborne Brigade failed to locate its quarry, the sweep kept the Pavant out of the heavily populated Bangsong and Phumai lowlands for 6 weeks.
Asked if she could get away and meet me and grab a bite to eat. And she drops what she's doing and hurries down to meet me, and I'm always late. But she sits waiting patiently, smiles when she first sees me, 'cause she's made that way.
When the American units pulled out of the sector, the NVA were able to deploy troops through unprotected ground.
What we're going to kind of do is see the end of that corralling formation where we're closing them in, and we're going to patrol in between the two hills. Okay? We're expecting contact 100%. They've been there since last night, so they probably have prepared positions on us, so these booby traps. In the past, we've come across plenty of booby traps. I know the engineer team's going to give us a brief on what to do when we come across it.
A few weeks later, 2nd Battalion was ordered to patrol in force along the floodplains of Bangsang. They were expecting contact after intelligence reported that previous operations pushed NVA units into the area. After a few days of patrolling with no contact, Bravo Company was tasked with patrolling the woods near Nui Go Xay. It was suspected that the local NVA and Vietcong apparatus were held up at a camp there. The plan was to split the company into two maneuvering forces. 1st and 3rd platoons with the company HQ element would take the southern ridgeline, which would in effect turn into a flanking maneuver onto the suspected North Vietnamese camp. North would be the 2nd and 4th platoons assaulting the hill below some of the enemy positions. The idea was to push or rout the North Vietnamese, forcing them into the southern element of Bravo Company. This assault was supported by artillery fire and bombardment from the Air Force.
Medic's on his way! Coming, medic coming! Six, Romeo. Be advised, we are moving onto the hill. How copy, over.
Well, I see that far back.
Mike, come on, let's get up there, bro.
Roger, out.
Gooks!
Go, guys, keep pushing up.
All right, let's move,
Don't get...
Fucking push! Airborne, let's go!
Cover and fire and fucking move out!
Fire in the hole!
Fire in the hole!
With the company reaching its objectives by capturing the hill at Nui Go Xay, they not only secured a small enemy camp, but troopers located an elaborate tunnel system. Engineers cleared and then destroyed those tunnels. After this patrol, the men of Bravo Company were moved back off the line to LZ English for some well-deserved R&R.
Oh, I wake up in the morning with my hair down in my eyes, and she says hi. And I stumble to the breakfast table while the kids are going off to school goodbye. And she reaches out and takes my hand, squeezes it, and says,
How you feeling,
oh, yes. And I look across at smiling lips that warm my heart and see my morning sun. And if that's not loving me, then all I gotta say, oh, God didn't make little green apples. It don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. And there's no such thing as Dr. Seuss, Disneyland, Mother Goose is no nursery rhyme. God didn't make little green apples, and it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime. And when myself is feeling low, I think about her face aglow to ease my mind. Sometimes